Today, we will learn about a unique opportunity rarely found in Monaco. I will show you a spacious penthouse in one of the tallest buildings in the Principality, offering panoramic views that will never be obstructed. You can completely renovate the space, fulfill all your design wishes, and create the perfect home in Monaco. Valeri, founder and head of Valeri Agency, will tell us more about the penthouse and the buying and renovation process. I have previously featured the residence L'Annonciade, built in 1980 near the famous Tour Odéon in La Rue Saint-Romain area. Be sure to watch it.
We are in one of the penthouse of the residency L'Annonciade. We are on the east side of Monaco, just above the district of the Larvoto. We are on the 34th floor. We have probably one of the best viewpoints. So we can see actually the old town, which is called Monaco Ville. So we see the Prince Palace on your right. If we come a bit closer, we can see the Hotel de Paris. In front of the Hotel de Paris, we have the main facade of the Casino de Monte Carlo. We have also superb visibility on this extension Terrace that has just been delivered a couple of weeks ago. On the left of Terrace, we have the only public beach in Monaco, which is called the Larvoto. It's currently under work because they are preparing the sand and the beach for the summertime. People coming to Monaco, they are always amazed that you need to take elevators to go from one street to another. This is not usual, I will say. With the use of the public elevator, you can go to the beach in less than 10 minutes by walk, but you can also go to the Casino Square in 10 minutes as well. You have all amenities for daily life that you can expect, so supermarket, pharmacy, coffee shop, hairdresser, everything that you can expect. And also you can escape quickly from the town of Monaco on the French side if you need to. So this location is one of the, let's say, preferred location for the residents. The area that we are seeing behind you, the Annonciade district, there are big reflection with the state, but also with private partners to completely modernize this area and obviously raise the existing building. In front of us, we cannot really have a development because there are some limitation on the heights. So we are sure that we will keep this view probably forever. We have really great exposure because we are actually facing south. So that means that we will have the sunrise early morning that will come just behind the Cap Martin on the French side and on the Italian border as well. And after we will have the sun all the way during the day until the end of the afternoon. And also the fact that we are probably around 150 meters above the street gives also a peaceful environment. It's more quiet. What the clients is looking for when they buy a penthouse is the feeling to be above everybody else, to don't have also neighbors on your top for, let's say, comfort of living. But also to be able to enjoy this beautiful outside space that we have here. That's what makes the price of penthouse always a bit higher than any other floors.
Do we have any penthouse in this area, the same level available for sale?
No, there were some talks a couple of years ago about the penthouse of the Odéon Tower. It has been rented. I don't know exactly what is the intention of the owners. As far as I'm aware, it's probably the unique penthouse at this height that is currently marketed. It's an apartment that needs some refreshment. It gives you a lot of rooms with your imagination to redo it. Also, the outside space can be more efficiently used, I think. We have internally 250 square meter and outside 135 square meter. It's on 2 levels. So below we have, let's say, the sleeping area where you will find 3 bedrooms. They have their own bathrooms. And on the top level, this is more the living area where you will also welcome your guests. So we are right now in the living room. You have also the kitchen just next to us, guest toilet and the best terrace probably of the building. We have private stairs also for safety, and we have a little lift inside. It comes also with 2 parking spaces and also with 2 cellars. So cellars are not something usual for everybody, but in Monaco it's something that is well needed because we always say that our goal is the space. So if you can have additional space where you will have the possibility to basically store your luggage, your winter clothes, your bottles, it's always a little added value.
From your experience, how long it takes to renovate the apartment like this and to bring it the most modern standard of living?
So it all depends. If we start to change the distribution of the apartment, the layout, the use of the different rooms, you will have to pass through a Monegasque architect and to get the working permit. Sometimes the working permit can be signed just by the owner, the building administrator and the architect, but sometimes some decisions, especially when you start to touch to the structure wall or to the aesthetic of the outside that can be seen from anyone else, it will be presented in the General Assembly of the building. So normally there is a yearly assembly, this is mandatory, but you also can decide to solicitate an extraordinary assembly. So if it has to pass through this process, I will say that it's a minimum 6 months to get all the approvals. So from the building, but also after from the urbanism department of Monaco. The time of the work, if you anticipate, let's say, the order of the materials and everything, it's probably a matter of 6 months, 1 year. And after, just count also 1 or 2 months to just close all the formalities and get at the end the receipt from the urbanism that you can actually occupy and live into the apartment. So to answer your question, I will say it depends on the nature of the project, but it will be somewhere between 1 year up to 2 years.
Do foreign buyers have a right to buy the penthouse like this here in Monaco?
Yes, actually there is no restriction for foreigners to buy in Monaco. I will maybe just specify that some building or some properties that belongs to the state of Monaco are reserved for the Monegasque. So those apartments can only be rented or sold to the Monegasque, but they cannot sell it to foreigners. They have to resell to the state. It's a specific system that has been implemented quite recently, actually. But other than that, everybody can buy. Whether you are resident or not resident, there is no restriction. We will obviously make our compliance check, and if we don't see any obstacles and if the origin of the funds can be explained and it's clear and it's clean, everybody can buy.
How long in general takes the process of buying an apartment here in Monaco?
Actually, it can be super quick. In the building that were built after the Second World War, the state has no preemption right. So that means that if you don't have condition of credit, like a mortgage, you can actually sign in one week. It's just the time for the notary to make the check about the origin of ownership, to make sure also with the different authorities that there is no litigation on the apartment, there is no mortgage that has not been refunded. So this is the responsibility of the notary. But basically the time needed is the time that the notary will ask you. To be honest, I've seen already some transactions that were completed in less than 2 weeks. Now if I have to talk in average, the time that you are also organizing the financing of the acquisition, I will say in average it's a matter of 2 or 3 months.
There are very few penthouses of this caliber in the Principality, and none are currently for sale. If you can afford it, buying and renovating such a penthouse can create the perfect home in Monaco. Would you agree? Please write in the comments. And if you want to find a new home in Monaco or tell about your property or business, feel free to message me on WhatsApp or Telegram. All my contacts are in the description. And like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon in Monaco.